Welcome to Module 14 of Suicide and Crisis Intervention Models. Today, we'll explore crisis intervention in schools. We'll cover bullying, suicide prevention, crisis planning, and bereavement support. Bullying in schools involves an imbalance of power where the bully uses threats and intimidation in a repetitive pattern to control or harm the victim. Cyberbullying is a growing concern, using technology to harass or humiliate others. There are 8 types of cyberbullying, including flaming, harassment, and cyberstalking, each presenting unique challenges for intervention. Effective bullying intervention requires systemic approaches involving school policies and community involvement. Interventions can range from punitive measures to approaches that focus on understanding and addressing the feelings behind bullying behavior. It's important to implement comprehensive programs involving all community stakeholders. Comprehensive suicide prevention programs in school should consider various risk factors and predictors, such as sudden behavioral changes and the potential for copycat behavior. It's crucial to recognize that children are not miniature adults. Their cognitive and developmental stages need careful assessment. Postvention strategies must address the risk of suicide clustering and contagion, ensuring that grief and mourning processes are supported appropriately. Following the FEMA or Federal Emergency Management Agency model, schools should adopt a 4-stage preparedness approach to crisis management: mitigate to reduce risk, preparedness to plan for potential crises, response when a crisis recurs, and recovery to manage the aftermath and ensure proper debriefing and support. The PREPARE model is an evidence based school crisis curriculum that emphasizes mental health. It includes steps like postvention and preparing for psychological trauma, reaffirming physical health and safety, evaluating trauma risk, providing intervention, and responding to psychological needs. It also involves examining the effectiveness of these efforts. Forming a crisis response planning committee is essential for crisis management. This team conducts needs assessments and develops systems for handling major school crises. The school crisis response team includes roles such as crisis response coordinator, media liaison, and community liaison, each playing a unique, critical part in managing school based crises. Implementing a crisis plan involves setting up physical locations for counseling and operations, ensuring effective communication systems, and having a procedural checklist. Logistics include establishing a phone tree among staff and preparing building plans and necessary provisions. Responding to a crisis requires gathering accurate facts, assessing the impact, and providing psychological first aid. The NOVA model guides crisis intervention through steps like briefing, debriefing, and demobilizing to ensure everyone involved receives appropriate support. Schools play a vital role in supporting students through bereavement. This includes educating staff about grief, allowing time for students to grieve, and providing a safe place for them to express their feelings. Listening and supporting students without trying to fix their pain is crucial. Establishing support groups can help students feel less alone during their grieving process. Counseling interventions for bereavement involve individual counseling to process feelings about death, assess coping mechanisms, and providing psychoeducation about loss. Group grief work can facilitate peer support while maintaining clear boundaries. This ensures a safe environment. Especially in the case of student suicides, schools should avoid conducting memorial services on site to prevent suicide contagion and reduce the risk of suicide clusters. In conclusion, effective crisis intervention in schools requires a comprehensive approach that includes preparation, immediate response, and ongoing support. By understanding and implementing these strategies, we can create safer and more supportive school environments for all students.